Hey, we welcome you back to Open Court. This is one of those things where I guess you can say statistically this guy should just kill this guy, or this is one of those limo games. You make sure he gets to the arena because you're going to wear him out. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way, does it, Shaq? If you had to narrow it down to just one.
Big country.
Big country? Why?
Because you know, guards that don't play defense, they always tell bigs to show. So I would show, and Big Country be 15 feet away, and I would have to rotate back. And he had the ugliest Duckworth one-hand jumper. He shoot it and always go in. And so halftime, I'm looking at the stats. Shaq 15, Big Country 26. I'm like, man, this cat's killing me.
That's how I got that big contract.
Yeah.
All the big name point guards you faced, and all the battles you had in your career, your Hall of Fame career. And who are you telling me is your toughest guy to check?
Steve Coulter.
Oh, of course, we all knew that.
The crooked leg. he had a move.
Oh.
Get a ball. You have a game? Get a ball.
Ball right here.
He had a move.
I guard you.
I couldn't.
I guard you.
I could not.
Come over here. I guard you.
And we would call it the crooked leg. He's going right, full speed, and he would stop, plant his left leg really hard. And then he would throw the ball and be going with it. Full speed, right? And so Washington had this great scorer by the name of Jeff Malone.
Oh, yeah.
And we would come to the arena. We playing the Washington Bullets Wizards now, right? And I would say to Dumars, hey, you take Steve Coulter. I got Jeff Malone.
How about it, Chauncey?
Probably a couple guys. One, Carlos Arroyo, who, y'all see, Puerto Rican kid. He came in the league, man, and you know, he played okay, but his numbers weren't great. But, man, he was tricky with that handle, man. You had to focus in on him. So I would say Los, and then Tyronn Lue, who Shaq knows, and he didn't have, you know, this stellar career, but stayed around a long time. But he was so tough to stay in front of, and his mid-range game was top-notch. And, you know, you wouldn't know that, but I know that, unfortunately.
I got to go with Marty Conley.
Oh, Marty Conley.
His jump shot was so ugly that I made up the rule. And I'm talking stuff in practice. If anybody go for his pump fake, it's a $100 fine. I went for every pump fake. I mean, he gave me about 25, and I just remember just being there like, I know his game. He can't get by me, and he just, every time, he gave me the business many times, Marty. He was the man. I
know who else, Ernie, for him? Samaki Walker used to kill him.
Oh, so you're filling in names of guys who used to...
Samaki Walker used
to Chuck, get us Dr. Phil, dog. I need help. I do need help.
Hey, you know,
if I see him, I'm going to take my ring.
The one guy who gave me business every single time, and I hate him to this day, is Popeye Jones.
You hate him to this day?
Oh, my God. You know, this guy, I could not stop this guy.
And why was that?
I have no idea. It's like, and first of all, you ask Isaiah why Steve Coulter's killing him. You call why Big Country's killing him. Like, I can't even explain it. I mean, I wish I could. This guy's killing me.
Go back, cook him down to player impact estimate, which is, you know, the points plus the field goals plus the free throws.
We were talking about those analytics earlier, and the thing that drove me crazy. The NBA do one stupid thing that drives me crazy. You guys see, you know, when they have all the stat sheets, like those little packages, and they show what would a guy average if he played 4 to 8 minutes. And I'm like, there's a reason he's not playing for 6 minutes a game. Right. Like, all these guys tell me, you see, it's like, dude,
he would average 32.
Yeah, he'd average 32 and get 17 rebounds a game. That's the reason we playing him 12 minutes, dude. That's the reason we playing him 12 minutes. But my guy's Popeye Jones, man. Every time I see him, I just shake his head and says, you're a better man than me every time I saw you.
Yeah, well, I would say I had trouble with a lot of guys. But I would say that I always took pride that I used to say, in Charles, we used this saying a lot, I used to like playing against little guards because I say it's like shooting over a chair. I used to say, oh, I'm going to get all my jumpers off today. Oh. And he was a good player, but Dana Barros, he just got rolling for some reason when he saw my face. And so, rolling. So he had his career high. He had 50 points against us, Houston. We were up like 17, 18.
Us or me?
No, on me. No, wait. But no.
Just 48 on 10.
No, wait. The best part about it. No, the best part about it is when Sam Cassell came to the team. He didn't know I had trouble with Dana Barros. So, first 2 or 3 plays, he get rolling. Boom, boom. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get these 2 fouls. Right. It's not coming in. So then, Sam, so soon, oh, foul shaving. We up. I'm like, I'm not getting the business. So then all of a sudden, he's still hot. He hits like 3 or 4 more. Boom. So screaming on the bench. Why you get him rolling? Why you get him rolling? And I'm like, it's all you, baby. It's all you. So at the end of the game, he had 50. So Sam's like, they're doing the reporters. He's like, well, Kenny had 21 and I had 25. So we basically had 52. So it's even, it's a wash. But Dana Barros was that guy.
I think, Reggie, you're the only one who hasn't weighed in on this?
Well, mine more so, Charles said it, I don't know how he killed me. It was not so much he killed me, but I couldn't get off on him. And Isaiah knows this very well because growing up late 80s, early 90s, it was all about the bad boys in the same division. He's a Hall of Famer, but it was...
You can't say a Hall of Famer is a guy
listen to me.
You got to bring a guy that wasn't...
But it wasn't so much he killed... Listen to me. He didn't kill me. No. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. Magic Johnson.
Yeah, but when you thought of the bad boys, you didn't think of really Joe Dumars.
What?
No, you thought of Zeke.
He was the Jordan stopper.
No, listen. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But he stopped everyone. But listen to me. Joe Dumars and Isaiah, they had like a secret language. And y'all all knew, yes, the whole...
Yeah, it's called hood rap. It's called hood rap.
Right? So you got Joe, and Joe was like the gentle one, and the rest of them were a bunch of pack of wild dogs. So Joe's trying to tell me, hey, Reg, I'm going to kind of let you go by me, but you knew you were going into Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, and you knew you had to take your punishment, but you couldn't be a punk, right? Yeah. So you couldn't settle for jumpers. So Joe's like, I really wouldn't do it if I was you, but... And then Isaiah's looking over him. You couldn't get off of him, or you couldn't get off. So, Joe Dumars...
I'd love to hear your side of this story. Come on.
But what was that language? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I told you, hood rap. Hey, Reggie, you know what always bothered me about the Pistons? The one thing, and Isaiah probably, he can't say this on national television, but we all know it's true. And every time I see him in the studio, when they were doing the 30 for 30 thing, I said, the only thing that made me mad about the bad boys, I don't mind. Physical intimidation is part of the game. I said, the one thing that sucked about the bad boys, ain't but 2 of them can fight. Isaiah and Joe Dumars. You know, Bill Laimbeer always got to fight, but he was always getting hit.
Yes.
I know Mahorn can't fight. I know Dennis can't fight. You know, John Sally maybe, but he's more of a lover than a fighter.
Right.
James Evans can fight now. But the only tough guys on the team were the guards.
That's the point I'm making. Yeah. What is that language, man?
It was bad. I can't say it on television.
When we come back, building the perfect player out of today's roster of NBA players. We'll explain when we come back here on Open Court.